day breaks, I go crazy. Think about you constantly. That you make all my dreams come true. And you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Oh, when the day comes, I'm going crazy. Give you constantly, my baby. You make all my dreams come true. 'Cause you live by the light underneath the moon. And oh, when the day breaks, I go crazy. Think about you constantly lately. You make all my dreams come true. And you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Yeah, yeah. Oh, when the day breaks, I go crazy. Think about you constantly lately. You make all my dreams come true. And you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Oh, when the day comes, I go crazy 'cause I can't stop thinking about my baby. He makes all of my dreams come true. And he lives by the sun underneath the moon. And when the night falls, I start to wonder. When the rain pours down, I hear thunder. Thinking about all the things to come true. And then I sun hanging under the moon. But when the day breaks, I go crazy. Thinking of you constantly lately. You make all my dreams come true. 'Cause I live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Oh, so now when the sky falls down and I turn myself back around, when I get back up 'cause I've had enough, I say basta. You know what I mean? Oh, when the day breaks, I go crazy, thinking about you constantly, baby. You make all my dreams come true, and you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon, underneath, yeah. Said now when the day comes, I go crazy and think about it constantly, baby. When you make all my dreams come true, and you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon, underneath the moon. Stop right there. Tell me what's the difference between and you? As if you're never there. How could anybody know what I say? Or even what I think? No, 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 thank you. I don't need your help, but I love you all the way to hell. Stop there. Tell me what's the difference between me and you, and if you never cared. How could you know what I see? Oh, don't tell me what to think. Don't fucking tread on me. Cause you live our lives underneath the moon. Say, I'm just trying to stay positive. In between the inquiries, that's so and so celebrity. Tell me, are you understanding me? And my bank account is negative. When they're trying to tell me how to live, kinda makes me wanna lose the shit. But I gotta stay positive. I see it's the finish line I'm trying to cross without losing the spot. I know what I need is just one little push, just one little push, just when you got me over and over my head, and I'm trying to stay on the right track without slipping. Instead, you got me going the mud through the blood, and I can't speak. Got someone saying I need the publicity. I need the publicity. Yeah. Do I need the publicity? See, trying to stay positive. But they try to tell us how to live. Kinda makes one wanna lose his shit. And I know that you gotta stay positive. I see is the finish line, trying to cross without losing the spot. I need just one little push, just one little push, just what you got me over and over my head. When I'm trying to stay on the right track without stepping instead, you got me going the bus. When I can't speak, that's what I'm saying. I need the publicity, yeah. Do I need the publicity, yeah? Do I need the publicity, yeah? Oh no, I don't need that publicity, yeah. Burning over my head, when you try to stay on the right track, I slip instead. You got me throwing the mud to the bus. I can't speak without someone saying I need the publicity, yeah. Burning over my head, when I'm trying to stay on the right track with sleeping instead. You got me throwing them under the bus when I can't speak. That's what I'm saying. I need the publicity. Hello, 5. Hello, 5 here. If you have any requests, feel free. I will for you. I will for you. And I'll cross the mountains and the oceans, and I'll never ask why. 'Cause I know that life without you is the thing that I can't survive. For you, I will. For you, you know I will. And I will for you. I will for you. I will for you. And I'll cross the deserts, travel canyons, and I'll search through all mankind. 'Cause I know that life without you is a fight I won't survive. For you, I will. For you, you know I will. 'Cause I will for you. I will unfold on you. I will unfold on you. And I cross the deserts, travel canyons, and I'll climb up the sky. 'Cause I know one more day without you is a fight I won't survive for you. I will, only love for you. You know I will for you. I will for you. Say looking by in his saucer, 'cause his pals are really awesome. He can fly, he can toss it in the sky or in the water, 'cause he's dancing. And he can save the world. Oh, with his friend Sam Teddy, gonna rock the world, and yeah, he's ready. Muggy Guck is making a mess. We're gonna clean it up alive and fast, 'cause he's Samson. And he can save the world as long as it's not before dark. Oh, Sam, mommy, Sam, daddy, we're growing up, Sam family is just stop and look in the sky, 'cause it's Sam, and he's flying by. Oh, Sam, and he can save the world, save the world. Oh, he's Sam, and he can save the world as long as he's back before dark. That was the theme song I wrote. It was translated in many languages, so if you're in another country, maybe you know it in a different. Like in Spanish, they say, "Es Samson, el mundo saberá," which means he's Sam, the world he will save. And that was, they translated my lyrics. I also wrote one for Teenage Fairy Tale Dropouts, co-wrote with Jocko Carracco. Steve Marston also co-wrote the Sam song. He did the music. I wrote the song. And this one's from Teenage Fairy Tale Dropouts, which is in Spanish, I know that. Teenage Jocko Carracco, who was Miley Cyrus's guitarist, co-wrote this, and my dad also has a credit on it. Teenage Fairy Tale Dropouts. Once a time, there was a place of fairy tales called Fairy Tale Estates, and everything was going fine until we realized Jeremiah's not so giant. Fury doesn't gotta waste your fight, he just keeps on trying, but his spells don't help a thing. And I know that it will turn out, but sometimes I feel like a teenage fairy tale dropout. But sometimes I feel like a teenage fairy tale dropout. Teenage fairy tale dropout. Teenage fairy tale dropout. Oh, yeah, Jeremiah's not so giant. Fury doesn't gotta waste a fire. He just keeps on shining, but his spells don't help with the and I know that things will turn out. But sometimes I feel like a teenage fairy tale dropout. I really like Blair White. I really like Blair White. Like, and it's like, I always liked her too. And I didn't agree with her politics all the time, but I didn't feel attacked but on her channel. I just somehow didn't feel, like I wasn't cared about. I felt like cared about on Blair White, just watching her content. I think she's a very smart woman, and I respect her highly. Honestly, I'm aware of the. There's a lot of apparatuses in place that are going to be really sorry because now there's a federal lawsuit against Elon Musk. So frankly, that will be leverage enough to search everything. So you conspire with. Come on, I know. It's frankly sad, but I won't say too much. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit paranoid. Things are never coming. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified of the time I'm getting around. Every now and then I get a little bit anxious to think about the years that gone by. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall. Turn around, bright eyes. And every now and then I fall. Turn around, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. You're never coming round. Every now and then I get a little bit tired listening to the sound of my tears turning around. And every now and then I get a little bit nervous that all the best years have come by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall, turn around, bright eyes. And every now and then I fall apart, but when I need you now tonight, but when I need you more than ever. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit helpless and I'm like a child in your arms. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and I know gotta get out and cry. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, but then I see look in your eyes, turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, bound, right. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. In the moment, holding me tight, we'll be holding on forever. We'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. Beneath, I don't know what to do anymore. Ways in the dark, we're living in the past. I can't give it no sparks. I really need a night. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. But when there's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. But once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. There's nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. Turn Every now and then I know you'll never be the boy you have always wanted to be around. And I know you'll always be the boy who wanted me the way that I am around. And every now and then I know there's no one in the universe as magical and wondrous as you. And every now and then I know there's ain't nothing better than nothing that I wouldn't do. Turn around, oh bright eyes. Every now and then I fall, turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now, tonight. And I need you more than ever. And we need you, hold me tight. We'll be holding on forever. We'll only be making it right, because we'll never be wrong. Be together, we can take it to the end of the line. And loving like a shadow on me all the time. I really need it tonight. I don't know what to do, and always in the dark. Living in the past, I couldn't get in no sparks. I really need it tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start on. Once upon a time, there was love in my life. Now there's only love in the dark, and there's nothing I can say. A total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the turn around, bright eyes. Around, bright eyes. Turn around. like a rock star, driving expensive cars, take things way too far. I wanna give everything I can to my adoring fans and take things as far as I can. And I won't give in, and I won't give up. I wanna live like a rock star and take things as far as I can, as far as I can. So I've been coming up and coming under, and I've been swaying and swaying, and me some wonders. We'll talk about the weather if you run, but I can hear it now, yeah, I can hear it now. I carry out a plan, my delusion. I'm grander than the whole confusion. Lay me down, I need the rings to hover. But won't you lay me down? Won't you lay me down? Talk about me. Follow me on Twitter. Meet me at the club. Maybe you can take a picture. Talk about it. Follow me on there. Bonds, cause I'm a major player. Talk about it. Follow me on Twitter. Meet me at the club. Maybe you could take a picture. Talk about it later. Call me Barry Bonds, cause I'm a major player. I wanna live like a rock star, driving expensive cars, take things way too far. I wanna give everything I can to my adoring fans, take things as far as I can, and I won't give in. Oh no, I won't give up. I wanna live like a rock star, take things as far as I can, just as far as I can. Don't lose your shit on the 2-7. Don't flip the driver off because you're winning. Catch me if you can, I'm your acting. And I can feel it now, and I can feel it now. You better talk about me, follow me on Twitter. The club, maybe you could take a picture. Talk about it later. Cause I'm a major player. Talk about it, follow me on Twitter. Maybe at the club, maybe you can take a picture. Talk about it, follow me later. Call me Barry Bonds, cause I'm a major player. I wanna live like a rock star, driving expensive cars, take things way too far. I wanna give everything I can to my adoring fans, take things as far as I can, and I won't give in, and I won't give up. Oh no, I wanna live like a rock star and do things as far as I can, just as far as I can. It's an instrumental though, isn't it? This song I want Britney Spears to sing. She's looking for new material, so maybe. You hurt me, yeah. And now I don't know myself. You really messed me up. You turned me into something else. The way you feel me, yeah. With expectations so high, and I can't go back until I can touch the sky. So tell me, how can we know who we are if we're always hiding in the dark? And tell me this is the way that we are. But I'm not sure that's true if you feel the way I do. And take me on, girl, and take me far away from here when I wasn't strong. And needed help to get and give. Now you want me back to take me out so long ago. You know I can't do that, 'cause I've got so much left to do. Just tell me, how can we know who we are if we're always hiding in the dark? And tell me this is the way that things are. Well, I don't know that it's true if you feel the way I do. Don't you hurt me, oh yeah, yeah. When I'm trying to be strong and I can't carry on. Fill me up with all your hope, but then you take it away. And I've got to stay. So tell me, how can we know who we are if we're always hiding in the dark? Tell me this is the way that things are, but I don't know that it's true. When you feel the way, I don't know that it's true. When you feel the way, tell me, how can we know who we are if we're always hiding in the dark? And tell me this is the way that things are, but I'm not sure that it's true if you feel the way. I'm not sure that it's true if you feel the way. I'm not sure that it's true if you feel the way I do. Oh, when the night falls, I go crazy. Oh, when you call, I can't hear, baby. As I look to the left of the corner of my eye, I wonder, oh, what are these forces that tear me apart? Did you know I got eyes in the back of my head? And I can't hear when you think that I'm not listening. And I got an eye in the middle of my head. Yeah, so I can see what negative, and you're gonna try to confuse me. You just might lose me, but that don't mean I'll be lost. It means I'm gonna leave you in your energy that you have reached for and fought. So stay there. Adios. I don't actually know that song. I don't actually know that. It never registered with me. Ba-da-dun-dun. I know Britney Spears though. Dun, 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 dun. Song she wrote the piano part for. And notice me and take my hand, and while we strangers when if our love is strong, oh, I carry on without me. Every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small. I guess I need you, baby. Every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face and your haunting me. I guess I need you, baby. I make believe that you are near, 'cause it's the only way that I see clear. What have I done? You seem to move uneasy, and every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small. Oh, I guess I need you, baby. Every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face. It's haunting me. I guess I need you, baby. And I may have made it rain, but please forgive me for my weakness caused you pain. And this song's my sorry. Every time at night I pray that soon your face will fade away. And every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small. Oh, I guess I need you, baby. And every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face. It's haunting me. I guess I need you, baby. I'm trying to get down to the heart of the matter when my book gets sweet. And my thoughts are scattered, but I'm thinking about forgiveness, 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 even if you don't love me. I call a day that I didn't want to hear, oh, but I knew one day would come. Oh, an old friend of ours was talking on the phone. Oh, she said you found someone. Oh, and I thought of all the troubles, all the suffering we went through, how I lost me and you lost you. And oh, what are these forces behind us open door that throw us off our contentment and make us reach for something more? I'm trying to get down to the heart of the matter where my will gets sweet, where my thoughts are scattered, but I'm thinking about forgiveness, forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. I thought about the time as an education and hidden sitting on the wall and meditation. I'm talking about now, talking about take the cloud of nine. It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Like Taylor Swift could have written that song. I don't know the lyrics. I gotta get it. Cause I'm learning to live without you now, but I miss you sometimes. The more I know, the less I understand. All the things I thought I knew, I'm learning again there. I've been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, and my will gets sweet. And my thoughts are scattered, but I'm thinking about forgiveness, forgiveness. Even if you don't love me anymore, this time is so uncertain. There's a yearning undefined, and people filled with rage. We all need a little tenderness. How can love survive in such a graceless age? No, the trust and self-assurance that lead to happiness are the very things that we kill, I guess. The pride and competition can't fill these empty arms, and the work between us, and it doesn't keep me warm. And I'm learning to live with how you are. But I miss you, baby. And the more I know, the less I understand. All the things I thought I figured out, I have to learn again. I've been trying to get down to the heart of the matter. Everything changes in my mind. And my friends start to scatter, and I'm thinking it's about forgiveness, forgiveness. So even if you don't love me anymore, people in your life who've come and gone, they let you down, you know, they hurt your pride. But you better put it all behind you, baby. I will, cause love goes on. Keep carrying that anger, and it'll eat you up inside. I'm trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but my will gets weak, and the thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness. I've been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but the flesh gets sweet, and the ashes are scattered. So I'm thinking about forgiveness, forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. Forgiveness, forgiveness, baby, forgiveness, 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 even if you don't love me anymore. Blank space? No, it's just similar. Thank you. Thank you. I'll play blank space for you. Nice to meet you, where you've been. I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sin. Saw you there and I thought, oh my god, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Loves the game, wanna play. Hey, hey, new money, suit and tie. I can read like a magazine. Ain't it funny? Rumors fly. So I know you heard about me. So hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to know what this one is. Grab your passport and my hand. I can make the back. That's good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever. Hope it's gonna go down flames. You can tell me when it's over. But behind was worth the pain. A long list of ex-lovers who tell you I'm insane. And I know the players, and you love the game. Cause we're young and we're reckless. And we'll take things way too far. It'll leave you breathless. Oh, with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane. Well, I got a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name. Cherry lips, crystal skies. I can show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby, oh, and I'm your queen. Find what you want, be that girl for a man. Yes, the worst is yet to come. Oh no! Screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can think all the tables turn. Rose garden filled with thorns. Keep a second guessing like, oh my god, who is he? I get drunk on jealousy. I'll come back, it's time to leave. 'Cause darling, I'm a nightmare, dressed like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever. I'm just gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over. If the high was worth the pain. You got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll say I'm insane. Cause I know you love the player. Think you love the game. Cause we're young and we're reckless, yeah. We'll take you way too far. It'll leave you breathless, yeah. Oh, with a nasty scar. Take a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane. I got a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name. Boys only want love, it's torture. Don't say I didn't want ya. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't want ya. So it's gonna be forever. Oh, it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over. With the high, with the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane. I know you love the play guys, and you love the game. And they don't give a reckless sin. We'll take it way too far. It'll leave you breathless with the nasty scar. The long list of ex-lovers. They'll say I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name. Improper. Yeah, oh yeah, I got that one next, yeah. Said I'm over now, I got my shoes untied. Thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. Hey, do you want it in a low register, a high register, or a blend? Tolkien. Okay, right, got it. We're gonna start out with a wham. I'm over out, I got my shoes untied and thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. Thinking about you, baby, and I'm over and in. I got my shoes untied, and I hold the answer to your questions. Why? Tell me you love me, and I won't lie. Just thinking about you, baby. I'm walking around with my shoes untied, and I lost track of wondering why. But when I think about it, it makes me think I'm right. And I wonder about it, and I don't know why. Won't you tell me, baby? I'm worn out, I got my shoes untied, and I'm thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by, thinking about you, baby. When I'm over it and I got my shoes untied, I hope the answer to your question why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie, just thinking about you, baby. Sophisticated from head to toe. Tell me something that you just don't know. Yeah, I get warm as I pass by. When you love me, baby, with my shoes untied, and it's starting to drive me crazy. When I'm worn out, I got my shoes untied, and I'm thinking about you every single night. Not enough for me to just stand by, thinking about you, baby. And I'm worn out, I got my shoes untied, and I know the answer to your question why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie, thinking about you, baby. Still walking around with my shoes untied. Walking around with my shoes untied. And I'm walking around with my shoes untied. Still walking around with my shoes untied, just thinking about you, babe. I'm walking around with my shoes untied, and thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. I'm thinking about you, babe. Even over and in, I got my shoes untied. Know the answer to your question why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie, just thinking about you, babe. In the morning, I got my shoes untied. I think about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. I'm thinking about you, baby. When I'm over and in, I got my shoes untied, and I hope the answer to your question why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie, thinking about you, baby. Yeah, it does. It does sound like an international problem. Thank you. There's been a lot of glitches, and I was in Spaces hosting some presidential candidacy like forums, and also a forum on my lawsuit against Elon Musk, which is new. It's to you, Tolkien. I don't think I talked to you about it. But someone recorded it, screenshot recorded it, and it sounded. So in my experience of the conversation, I was talking to individuals, but I noticed that certain people couldn't get through, that they would speak and it wasn't playing to me. And they were apparently talking. There were people talking. And it was talking over each, sounded like they messed up the sound. It seems like they did it on purpose because it does have to do with the lawsuit against Elon Musk. Which is, I really want to unwind. I think every person needs to have fun. I think fun has to be integrated into life, no matter what you do. And, I don't really want to get bogged down in things, in any type of negativity. And, the greatest thing that I could say about, the harassment that I got in here is that I'm a bit unfazed by it. But I did have to stand up for myself in order to become that, because I encourage everyone to stand up for themselves as much as possible, because don't let people, know what you know. Dude, Tolkien, the greatest fucking novel ever published. This is such an awesome book. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Tolkien. And I understand that. But this book, oh my god. Have you read it, Tolkien? It's The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. Oh, what a fantastic book. It's such. I would hate to even. No, The Magic Mountain. Dude, Thomas Mann is like one of my biggest inspirations for great works of literature. I really don't think he's spoken of enough in America. I've read Button Brooks. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I love. That's what I read first. It actually, frankly, took me a long time to get to the Magic Mountain, but Button Brooks was so good. I mean, I was just like, because it's, you know what it's doing? It's telling us how it really goes down. So you think about intergenerational wealth and like the fall of a family, and that's what the book's sort of about. I think there's a subtitle actually. And you see how it happens. It's a lot of, people in the family aren't in communication. The people that take over in the family aren't necessarily the most qualified, but the ones that are willing to take the role on. And then the other people are kind of left into do whatever they want. Was he? I didn't know. I mean, honestly, he's a genius. People call me odd too. Thomas Mann is a genius. I mean, of Einsteinian level, like the philosophy and the the stuff in here is, it's like E equals MC squared. Like, it's that important. I'd rather be Todd. He set me up there. Brandon, Tolkien. Did you hear the prologue to my novel that I read? I recorded? Dude, I'm really excited about this project. I'm gonna do what Brett did with the shards, and I'm going to read it orally. And it came out. Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna play it. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, I honestly, I think every great writer knows this, that when you write something fantastic, you don't feel credit for it. The work feels better than me, and I think that is a testament to the lessons I learned from Brett about being a writer and how to do it, and you let it God write it. And I mean that. I'm gonna play it to you right now. I'm seriously. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I'll do my phone. I'm gonna be able to scroll through. There was a couple technical difficulties, it's very. I think it's very entertaining. I'm proud of it. I'm not typically proud of myself, but um, this I can be proud of it. Yes. Using listen, looking out the light. This is a Hollywood story, chapter 1. Hollywood Stories. It's an ongoing serialization of the novel by Tom Michael Schultz, A Hollywood Story. Looking out the lights of the city from the 11th floor of the Doheny Plaza, smoking a Marlboro Red, I cry. Listening to the Lana Del Rey cover of Joni Mitchell's For Free, featuring Waves Blood and Zella Day, I acknowledge that I'll never be as virtuous as the subjects of that song. I'll never allow myself to be the boy who plays so good he plays for free. I've always had much grander designs. Maybe I should have listened when I was told not to come to Hollywood, that I had no chance to make it according to my father. But since I landed here in Los Angeles after 5 years at the University of Iowa, I realized that I'd never given up on my dreams of becoming a pop star. By 2010, I was dating a famous novelist. In just the first few years of the 2010s, I had stood toe-to-toe with billionaires, Oscar-winning actors, C-listers, B-listers, pop stars, Elle Fanning as a child, and then Elle Fanning again as an adult. Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, Justin Guarini. I've eaten out with billionaires like Peter Thiel and Jeff Bezos. I've had cocktails with Brian Phillippe and Reese Witherspoon together, and then again years after their divorce. I've worked on projects with Oscar-winning directors and screenwriters and told them that I could do just as well with or without them. Not only was I it, I was willing to say it. I told Robert De Niro his Mercedes was double parked and about to be towed during a light lunch at the Ivy. I sloshed back gin and tonics with Ryan Seacrest at his fully staffed private mansion getaway in Hawaii. I've flown on private jet after private jet after private jet. I recorded songs in the same studio as Fleetwood Mac. I covered Mark Cohn's Walking in Memphis using the same piano Mickey Echo used for the #1 Hot 100 hit with Rihanna, Stay. I've corralled interns and made them sign NDAs, threatening to have them blacklisted if they didn't give in. I've given lewd suggestions to Ryan Gosling over drinks with Gaspar Noé and Brett at the Chateau Marmont. I tried to explain to Ryan how Facebook worked. He just looked at me and scowled. Is that right? He said. I thought for a minute he was going to punch my lights out. Later that night, Justin Timberlake did punch my lights out. The Mickey Mouse Club cursed, I thought. Jessica Biel was profusely apologizing. She basically carried me, my nose bleeding, as close to broken as a nose can get, by the way. Did you really watch tapes of homeless people at your wedding? I asked Jessica. She gasped and turned white. She let go of me on the cobblestone path out front of the Chateau Marmont. She grabbed my tie. What the fuck did you just say? No, I told her. I'm just asking. I naively thought that she'd understand. I knew she had to do things to be in the industry and that I didn't judge her for it. She pointed to the chauffeur SUV. Go home, Todd. She bellowed, handing me a wad of 20s, $1,000 in total. And the car took me home just a mile or so away. Justin called me the next week to say he was sorry, and the last thing he needed was a lawsuit over some bullshit. I gotta talk, brother. He was coming off like a former boy bander that thought he was a gangster. Though it was adorable, I told him, Justin, go home. And I hung up. Note to self, don't mention JT's hair and a cup of noodles in the same sentence. John Mayer listened to me wax philosophical along with BJ Novak out front of the Chateau just 2 weeks later. Earlier that night, I'd sauntered past Tom Cruise, who stood tensely at the door, presumably waiting for me to leave so that he could get by. I palled around with Leonardo DiCaprio, flown Gulfstream with Anna Paquin, and I'm personally extremely close to Fawn Hall, the secretary who testified before Congress in the Ollie North trial during the 80s. Fawn was an angel sent to me. I know it. She was capable of showing love that was perhaps the exact inverse of the Hollywood vibe that's so notorious. You know what Fawn once said to me on one of our walks throughout the neighborhood? I care about you so much and think you're just so special. I love you no matter what drugs you're on. I've been coked out of my mind with all 5 members of One Direction, and then years later, coked out again with Harry Styles the week Watermelon Sugar went to #1. I don't like that song, I told him. He sighed. Later, I told him it was time to leave Olivia. She was a bad influence. He said he was going to, and I said, good, it's time. And then in 2021, my world seemed to implode slowly for a while. Then all at once, when I was arrested at the condo I shared with my boyfriend on Doheny Drive near Sunset. Though it had been some time coming, by the night of August 7, 2023, it felt infinitely abrupt when Deputy Sheriff Aragon placed cuffs around my wrists in the hallway out front of the door. I'm still not totally sure what Brett told them because no charges were ever filed, but it was a strange sequence of events. I do not do well when people are sarcastic or facetious. I become very confused, and my brain short circuits, which is why by the time they brought me in to get my prints, they don't take your thumbprint anymore, by the way. They have a massive machine that takes a series of scans that stores every square inch of your hand into a database. I was convinced I was being kidnapped, and in some ways I was. But I heard the universe talking to me from that cell I spent 2 days in. I'd gone to jail overnight in college my freshman year for a fake ID and underage drinking, but I was hardly prepared to go from a decade of having a doorman, a gym, and staff to tend to my every whim to jail. I had a lot of suspicions about why I may have been put in jail. I suspected I could be a political prisoner, and I did everything I could to get taken out of that cell. I'm going to kill myself, I had said. I had zero intention of doing so, but I thought I'd read that if you said that, they had to give you treatment. I'd recently announced my interest in running for West Hollywood City Council, again after a decade. This all happened at the same time that by sheer circumstances surrounding an industry of invention that I'd come up with, I'd uncovered a potential case that could have put one of tech's biggest names into dissolution. I had tested forces, people, and industries that were very powerful. After feeling completely unseen for my entire life, I'd finally been bid back. At least now I knew I wasn't invisible. But instead of that being a job offer, it was me being cast out like Jesus to roam the deserts for 4 months on my own. I was called the dirty faggot kike by someone in Brett's podcast Facebook group, and the next moment unceremoniously evicted by force from my home of 13 years. I begged my brothers and boyfriend not to put me on loony bin. Stop calling it that, Brett texted me. He refused to speak to me until I was well in some sort of recovery program. I swore to him my problem wasn't drugs, so there was no need for Betty Ford, or rehab for that matter. Brett told me the only other alternative was a mental hospital in Oceanside. After speaking to a nurse from the mental hospital, I put my foot down, and over the next month, my family would ease me into the course of the treatment I eventually underwent. I decided that I would go to rehab, and when I was good and ready and out of drugs and out of money. The police refused to listen when I told them I was being stalked and harassed. I showed them the messages. I gave them all the documentation I could muster, and none of it seemed to add up to anything as far as they were concerned. I had never felt so disconnected. I felt incapable of being heard, and now I felt, and perhaps realized, that I was not invincible or invisible, that my actions did have consequences, even if I didn't understand the connections. For so long, I was invisible. I wonder at times if everybody on planet Earth hadn't been involved in a conspiracy against me. I knew that only crazy people said such things, so I never admitted it, even though I now know it was 100% true. Not Truman Show true, but just enough of a group to vindicate any claims that I might be paranoid. It wasn't everybody, but it was a select and powerful few. No matter, everything I said seemed to make people more and more concerned. Regardless of the evidence, regardless of my proof, my declarations of innocence were lost on deaf ears. The police did not see me as a reliable narrator, neither did my brothers. Brett, my boyfriend, didn't care either way. He was sick of the behavior, tired of my reactions to the stalking. I wasn't on speaking terms with my parents, not a single member, except for Joseph, my cousin, who I had been working on a tech startup for the first half of the year with, even so much as contacted a lawyer on my behalf. She says if Brett didn't press charges, not to worry about the West Hollywood sheriff, Joey told me over the phone. As for the stalking, you need more proof than internet messaging, but I want you to know that I believe in you. I thanked Joseph and told him I would somehow make it up to him. We were on the verge of striking a deal for our company, and we had a patent pending on a new internet application. This had put those plans on hold. It's okay, man. Just take care of yourself. It will happen when it happens. With less than a month before my 35th birthday, I was effectively homeless, and my great dream of being the next king of pop was being snuffed out by a conspiracy taking place in Hollywood and beyond. My music was being suppressed by Hollywood cultists, and my image and name suppressed by jealous New York media people. They were having me followed around my neighborhood. Whenever I'd leave the house, a black BMW X5 and a black Mercedes SUV would make aggressive U-turns wherever I went. The first time I was in the parking lot at Pavilions on Robertson when I'd seen someone who I was certain lived in New York driving a black SUV. He made a dramatic U-turn in the parking lot. It was an odd time. It was like 2 p.m. on Sunday, and no one was around, and I'd lost my phone. I ran back to the condo in Doheny and locked the door, even though we had 24-hour security. Shortly after that, my enemies had begun attacking me with ultrasonic waves. Loud, abrupt noises, turbocharged cars, and motorcycles that would drive up and down Doheny night and day. The worst attack using sound was when the property manager and maintenance man at my building, without warning, took a circular saw to the 6-inch thick wall in the hallways of our condo at 11 a.m. without warning us beforehand. The sound was devastating. It was obviously an attack, and Peter Fay knew he could get away with it. Why? Well, we'll talk about that down the line. But that he thought he could is an interesting question in and of itself. Looking back, there were times when I felt so powerful in the midst of all of it. But if I'm honest, during the 10-minute sonic terror Peter Fay and Claire placed on my super delicate musician's ears, my only recourse then was to play a version of Justin Bieber and Kid Leroy's Stay, replacing the lyrics with Pray. I want you to pray, even though I know you never do. Something like that. I improvised the lyrics, and I sang it loud, trying to overwhelm or at least harmonize with the blood-curdling sound of the circular saw, but it was futile. Why would I expect kindness from the people who were hired to break me? I called the West Hollywood Sheriff Station, and they'd give me the runaround. The dispatch wouldn't even give me her name. My name is Cortez, she said. What's your full name? I asked again. Cortez is my name, sir. Obviously, Cortez is a very common name for Mexicans and Central Americans, who made up a lot of the Los Angeles population. How was I supposed to hold the public servant accountable when all I had was an extremely common last name? I began to dig myself deeper and deeper as a suspicious figure. My file at the West Hollywood Sheriff Station grew steadily over that year. Wellness checks happened at random, and lies were reported in the press and to the police. Everyone had been obfuscating the facts, knowing that the information I had uncovered made me a powerful force to reckon with. It made it all the more frustrating that I could see what they were doing. They tended to get angry the more questions I'd ask. I tried several times in vain to file police reports about the harassment I was facing from many characters throughout Hollywood, until finally, one warm night in August 7th, the universe had had enough of my fighting, and so had Brett. He was forced to call 911 and report me for domestic violence in order to save my life. He was going to say later, I won't call that inaccurate either. The sheriffs that came that night refused to answer any of my questions. I handed them a lawsuit I'd written against the aforementioned tech company, and a 20-something obese child dressed in a police uniform looked at me like I was crazy. Taking the document from my hands, I still don't know what they did with it. It was one big gaslight after another. Why am I being placed under arrest? I asked. They told me I wasn't being placed under arrest, just detained. And then, when I'd been locked in a cell for 48 hours at the West Hollywood jail, I shouted, why have you not given me a magazine when it literally says, taped to my cell door, that per penal code 8.15, you will give me a magazine book of game every 24 hours? I slammed on the cell door and screamed my head off. They labeled me combative. There was a sign placed on the front of my cell door. I hadn't seen it until I was released. While I was in jail, the sheriffs would come, wearing each other's badges to confuse me. I remember seeing decoded on a badge for a short Asian guy, and then the next thing I know, there's a blonde Aryan youth wearing the same decoding badge. Some names have to be changed for legal purposes, and this is fiction. I was under a temporary restraining order when I got out of jail, though I'd never received it. And I couldn't go home. And I didn't have any shoes when I got out. I was being laughed at by all of the Hollywood cronies they tell you about wherever people badmouth Hollywood. When I got out of college, I made a decision that I would do whatever it took to make it in Hollywood, whatever it takes. How could I have been so naive? It's both a question and a sentiment. And I'll tell you what the answer is. It's because I have real faith that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing all the time, no matter what it looks like. It's a damn movie, and I'm playing a part, and you're playing a part in your movie. And that's why Hollywood is such a coveted place. It's the movie within the movie. It's the dream within the dream. There are cabals of evil cultists and adults who consume the flesh of abducted children and young adults. Let's just say that when a young person goes missing, it's a good chance they've been cannibalized. While many get eaten, the majority of victims are usually used for narcissistic supply, the lifeblood of Hollywood. There are the real predators in Hollywood. Their visages and personalities reverberate throughout the world, and their songs play over and over. They know how special and lucky they are, and they wouldn't get to feel that way if they helped somebody like me without a contract for my soul. I've been here for over a decade, and I've known just about everybody. These people might play coy, but they know the score, and so does everybody else. We try to pretend like the unfairness isn't really that bad. The cream always rises to the crop, my boyfriend's book movie agent Josie Friedman said at a Christmas party in our condo in 2011. That was years ago when I still had hope she might be referring to me. And now, after a year of stalking, sabotage, lies, threats, and then being told by my brothers and my boyfriend that I'm crazy, need go sanitarium, I lost all control because I simply wouldn't play by their rules and cooperate status quo. I can't do it. I'm physically incapable of it. It's something I always think I'll grow into, and then it never ceases to surprise me how sensitive my ears are to the off-key, shallow words of someone who doesn't care, who doesn't want to discuss music or art or film or whatever, that lights up so bright when they're in front of you. You forget yourself, and you stand back in awe of the power. The hundreds of millions of dollars, the Oscars, the friends, the houses, the cars, the people. It's something else for sure. I still pray one day it comes for me, but that's a conversation I have between myself and God these days. I told God, whatever rotten reality you throw at me, I'll stomach it. I'll finish out a lifespan in this sickening mortal coil. I don't do cult shit because I'm the real deal, and I don't need the help. And that's the end of the prologue. I'll be recording the next part probably tonight, and I'll do an X thing on it. Any thoughts? Did you guys hear it? Were you able to hear it? Yeah. Did you like it really? Okay. Cool. I'm really. QTC, by the way, has been like getting it from you know who. I think it was. I love it. I like the honesty. It will get better as it goes. I'm listening. It will get better as it goes. I mean, it's for me. It hits the mark because I'm gonna keep doing it. I already have the book finished, but I just want to serialize it, and I'll come out with another chunk. In fact, you don't though. When you're writing a novel, you really don't have to listen to anyone. You have to listen to yourself. I mean, you have to listen, but yeah, it's true. There's parts where I mumble, but also, you're not hearing it firsthand. You're hearing it. But look, I loved it. I mean, I loved it. I loved it. Well, you can listen to it on X. I mean, it's you know, it's a telling. It's an oral. It's not like it's not so calculated, and also the essence of the book is really about what's going on now. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It is. It is. Yeah. It is because it's about that in a way. uh, oh, thank you, thank you. It is. I mean, that's how you do things. You just do. Don't. I don't. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I felt that way. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I do too. I would forgive you for that. You know, and that's good because it's like um, we don't want to go around boasting. What's SOD? Sod? It's okay, QTC. We're just kind of. It's okay. How are you? How are you today, QTC? It's good to see you. It is. It's actually a pleasure to have you, and I appreciate you being here. I really do because you're like normal. I mean, to the extent that you're like kind of upfront. I mean, it's like I don't have to like try to understand where you're coming from, or and you can roll with the punches. And it's funny because it's like we were talking about that issue last night. I don't even want to bring it up, but you were like, "What? I'm not. Why? We're not. I'm not mad at you. I like you." I was just like, "I know." It's like that's that's the fuck. That's like the issue. I was like, it was funny. It was funny. Yeah. That's cool. Here, you know what, QTC, here is a safe place to chill, where you're not gonna get, no one's gonna come after you. No, I won't abide that, you know. And Brandon, you guys have wrenches, so like, don't let anybody abuse anybody in here. They'll probably be picking up, I imagine. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. Like I needed to heal a bit, but you're right. I got it. I'm over it. What are you? Are you a writer, QTC? You strike me as a writer, to be quite honest. You strike me as someone who would be a writer. That's funny. Am I a DJ? Yes. Do I tickle the ivories? Yes. Do I know Chance the Rapper and Fortune the folk singer? Yes. Well, then we should get you into a writer's workshop ASAP, QTC. If you'd like to join one, I will invite you to it, and I would love to help you. I really can. I've really seen some really vast improvement in some people's work. You've written books? Please send them over. Please send your books to me. I would love to read it. I would love to read it. You do songwriting? Dude, you should come up on here and we should like duet. Like you should come on the stream for sure. No. Dude, how do I get you to like? Can I like invite you? Will you come here? QTC is fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. I respect QTC. I honestly like don't know if I call her or him because I feel like different. So I'm just gonna go with what I feel at any given moment. He's got some ideas, and he's got a realness. Cool. We can you they okay they yeah, and I have no problem respecting that at all. um they got it. I got it. I will that I got it. I don't think I'll mess up again. um but QTC is very like uh real.
and has differing a thembo. Is that like a bimbo, but a thembo? It's like I'm a bit of a bimbo myself. A himbo. I mean, yeah, yeah. It doesn't have to be, but we can respect people's like pronouns. That's like sometimes we can forget depending on the circumstances, but for sure we don't need to like be disrespectful. I mean, it's none of my business what you want to be called. And no, I didn't. No, Brett played that for me, by the way. I was stunned. I did not ever. Yeah, yeah. He was on the podcast, and Brett just recently. I walked in the office, and he played that interview, and I was listening to it, and I was, I was shocked. Frankly, I know exactly what he's talking about. Cool. Tell me when you're done, and I'll start going. Dude, Sasha Spielberg, is that who he's dating? I think he was. Was he dating Sasha Spielberg? Max? Didn't Max live in the? Whatever, I don't know. But no, okay. He someone else, man. He was really that's when he talks about the oh and right when he talks about what happened on the Twilight Zone, it's just it really is horrible. Oh yeah, take my breath away, hey, hey, da da da, dun 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 dun. Passion for motion every time there's a blow. I'm in the mood, I'm feeling unmade go. Take my breath away, yeah. I, I can tell that, QTC. I can totally tell that you were raised by a Southern woman. I can just tell. Honey, dude, Max, what he went through is so awful. He's not a bad dude. I mean, breaks my heart the way he was harassed. Yeah. But you don't know. I mean, maybe she'll be yours next. You know, maybe you guys will come together. Who knows? I can understand that. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing to imagine. Yeah, I know SNL. Yeah, I care. You can tell me. You know what? I care. I care. I care. I care, Brandon. I mean Tolkien. It's not stupid, but you can always censor yourself. That's not never a bad thing, right? To sort of figure out what to say and what not to. I mean, I'm learning. I think frankly, it's like sometimes, like they think a presidential candidate, is supposed to be like sit there and take any amount of disrespect and keep his cool. And I agree, keep his cool, but I don't think telling a person that's obviously gaslighting you to fuck off is such a bad thing. And I maybe think it's a little overdue. Yeah, ring in the new, ring in the new, ring in the new, be the new, be the new, like be the new, be the new. Out with the old, ring in the new, out with the old, ring in the new, out with the old, ring in the new, out with the old, ring in the new. I'm Sailor Uranus, and I'm here to fight for a new age. My fight heralds 1,000 years of prosperity and goodness. Yeah, totally, buddy. Totally. And that's goes for all of us. And it will hurt all of us in different ways, depending on how we live. And that's okay. We're not here to cast judgments to the point where someone's not redeemable. But which song? I don't know what song it is. But you said just ring out the old, ring in the new, ring out the old. That. Can I listen to it first? George Harrison, St. George, right? St. George. Oh, talk about it while we listen. He was hysterical. Okay, yeah. One sec. That's a good idea. I think I have to start a new one. Don't worry. I love this rap. That's okay. I mean, this is true. Honestly, it all seems so clear now. It seems so hard. It's okay. I'm grateful for it, but it was quite the journey, wasn't it? A new cycle starts. The typical one. Bring out the old, bring in the new, bring in the new, bring out the old, bring out the old, the true, the old, bring out bring out the old, bring in the new, bring out the old, bring out the new. bring in the new. Bring out the false, bring and the true. Got the old, bring in the new. St. George is right on. That's a brilliant song. And I think that I'm in a place right now where I'm really able to hear the wisdom of it and not even really jump to, like really hear the wisdom of it. And I think it's a good song for the new year. A really good one. Good choice. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring out the old, ring in the new. I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that I can do a stream with you. How do I? Do you know how to do it, QTC? How to? I can always bring you on. Like you can call me on Skype or something. Uh, invite. Yeah. You two create go live together. That's what we gotta do. I saw this the other day. Bring out the old, bring in the new. Bring out the old, bring in the new. When the night falls, I go crazy, thinking about you constantly. You make up my dreams come true. And baby, by night when someone needs you. Hey, QTC, what's your email? So I can send you a link to stream. Okay, I have a link. I just don't want to put it in the chat exactly. Where can I put it? I understand. Maybe I can give you the link here, and then you can delete it because Brandon, you'll delete it. You're the moderator, right? I know. I know workarounds. Yeah. It might be a bit of a different stream. No, I got it. Here, let's go. Bring out the old, bring in the new. Bring out the old, bring in the new. Bring out the false, bring in the new. All right, Brandon, delete that after they come. join the stream. I don't. Can I add multiple people? I'll add you, sure. QTC is coming too, though. Is she gonna be able to come too? I'm shaving day. Shit, I can't. I'm sorry. That's no. Let her click on the link because she was gonna come the day. No, don't worry. You don't need to. They have it. Just let them come in and then delete it in the chat. All right. Got it. Thank you, Brandon. I think you appreciate it. Yeah. We'll do it soon. Yeah, it is. It is. It's just not in link format. That's it. That's the web address that you would go to. But I don't know if it's been used, so just go to it. You don't need to delete it. You just need QTC. You just need to go to it. I will. Exactly. Okay, then I'm going to restart it because I think the problem was that it had been used, and then there, a QTC, that's for you. No, not QTC. Okay, you need to not click that token next time, okay? Don't click it. I want to have you in here next, okay? I would like to. Just one step at a time. Just don't click it. Anyone but QTC. Are you able to? Any word? Is it not working? I'm gonna try one more time. Maybe I just need to just wait till before I start the stream, actually. And I didn't, so. You can see how this type of tedium would really prevent people from doing things. No, click that. This should work. What? What's wrong? That should work though. It's okay. I know we get frustrated, but we have to learn how to be patient and work through things. It's necessary. All right. Do you want to come in, Token? Whoever wants to can click that last link. Going once, going twice. Well, you click it. I mean, you just have to click it. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Oh, did you click it? It didn't work. It didn't work. Really? Why? I know. You kind of have to. You kind of have to. To be quite frank with you, you kind of have to. Because otherwise, you will go bonkers. I mean, you would be maybe shocked at some of the things that have been going on with, like, information and dissemination of, like, or the way that they, mess with accounts. Good for you. Try one more time. I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it. I'm not sure what that means exactly. The blind leading the undead. Blind. What is it? Blind. What's the saying about the blind leading the blind or something like that? I'm sure it makes sense. You didn't say anything dumb. I think that. I mean, you can't give me your. Let's see. Face. You don't have an email account that you don't care about? It's not like qtc@gmail.com, is it? You don't have like a stupid email account that you have that you're willing to just put there and then I'll delete it? I want to see if it works. I mean, frankly, like, why wouldn't it? Maybe it's because I'm here. One sec. Stay here. I'm gonna end this stream, and then I'm gonna put the link in there, and then we're gonna see if that works. And then whatever.